Hey, what's up, tweeters and YouTubers? I'm making a little video here, a review of 2012. This is my first movie review. I'm hoping it turns out good. Uh, Mostly, I'm worried about hitting a couple points here and there, and I just want to convey my general opinion of the video. So, first and foremost, I'm going to let you in on one little spoiler, if you will. One problem I always have with these disaster movies, so to speak, is they have one character who is like a hacker, or he knows how to do something with programming, or he knows something with algorithms, something weird. And, they spend like 20 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes, convincing him he's got to save the world, this and that. And he's furiously working at the computer. That guy's not in this movie. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes, and that guy never shows up. And that's a good thing, people, because nobody relates to that dude. Nobody knows what that dude's talking about. He just doesn't exist. He may exist in the average TV show, new age techie TV shows. Not going to name anyone in particular, but he's not in this movie, and that's a good thing. In fact, all the science in this movie is, without a doubt, goes down smooth. It's just, I don't know, it's like classical music, it's like a familiar song for somebody who's into sci-fi. It's like, oh yes, these ideas don't suck. So it's got that going for it. What it doesn't have going for it is probably the same thing that's going on with all other movies in Hollywood now, is the good and bad factor kind of thing. Like, it's got flaws, and it's got, things that are good about it, and they don't even out, so to speak. It's really great effects, great science and everything, but the plot, the composition, even the editing, you kind of say like, got to say like, what are they thinking? So there's that. So yeah, I mean, expect to be disappointed, expect to be bored to tears at certain points, but know that you shouldn't leave the movie. It never really peaks at one point or another. The movie itself. It has its ups and downs, but where it is in the beginning and where it is in the end, it's not completely different. That is to say, it has a steady rhythm, sort of. It has something going on. Don't walk out of the theater. In other words, there were people that were walking out, and I will say that they were the dumb ones, because it does redeem itself. It does get cooler. It does, it's flashy. It's good. It's not a bad movie. That being said, it is kind of a bad movie. Movies shouldn't rise and fall on effects. I mean, it does have that story element. It's got little flashes of story that you're gonna be like, oh man, that's cool. I relate to that. If you're looking for something that you can relate to in a film. But then it's got a lot of story elements that are just there to kind of bore you to tears. Anyways, disaster films have come a long way. Things are looking better and better all the time. These effects are fantastic, and you just gotta love it. John Cusack, it's not his best performance, but he does make the movie better. Does a really good job in the beginning of the movie of getting it off its feet, so to speak. And he's good. He's good, but there's a steep drop off after that, and the other characters are more or less just caricatures, not really characters so much. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good, but it's not blowing your socks off, you know. But on the other hand, you know, I'm just trying to give you a reason to see it, so to speak. I mean, I don't really want to say, hey, you know, this movie is a crap fest, because I think if you want to see a disaster movie, I think you should see this movie because it's not really going to let you down at all. It's not going to be like, oh crap, you know, this wasn't as good as Armageddon or this wasn't as good as Deep Impact, because you know, for what it is, you know, in 2009, it's pretty damn good. It's just sad that they don't care to ever really push it farther these days. It doesn't look like they're trying at all, you know, to impress anybody. It's like they sitting back on their effects and whatnot. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Anyways, that's my review.